gonna ask him. What is your tip for Let's Crush? So I'm heading now to the GG party. It's a pretty sick venue, insane view, great food, great people. So excited to head there, and I'll keep you guys posted. Yeah, we're here at the GG party. It's a pretty epic event. Lots of people from the industry. Helgi, All in Drag, Kevin Martin, Jeff Gross, Brian Grass, Jason Kuhn. More people from the industry that are working behind the scenes, which is super interesting to meet. Of course, people from GG, from marketing, project management, operations. Yeah, I've met some very interesting people here. News reporters from the bridge. We have the German voice of poker over here. This guy, here he is. You might recognize him if you listen to the German commentary. German Masterclass, some other German poker players. Yeah, it's a pretty cool event. We also have, of course, Jeff Gross, Danny Tang, Michael Seuser. Speaking about Danny Tang, let's go over there. Danny,
Yes, Bencb.
one tip for the WSOP main event. Huh? One tip for the WSOP.
One hand at a time. One hand at a time. Top of your range in the bin. Top of your range in the bin. They're not bluffing you. They want, they're not bluffing you. Right? So you bluff them. So if they put it back, put it in the bin. Put it in the bin.
You heard it. I have someone here who I think has a bit of experience with the WSOP main event. He has been running quite deep, and he even managed to take it down, which is, I think, quite an accomplishment. And we're gonna ask him, what is your tip for a tournament, not just the WSOP main event, but
Probably
these big fields in general?
for WSP management, I'm probably not the best person to ask. You would say, yeah, I'm the best person to ask because I fucking won it, but I'm not the best person to ask because I've only played it once.
Doesn't matter. What's your tip?
My tip is to not bluff until day 5 maybe. First few days, people have so many chips, they don't like folding, and they're like, especially for myself this year, I think people are gonna be hero calling very wide because they want the story, and it's the same with you. Like for people that are like somewhat known or whatever, people want to hero call you for the story. So don't bluff until day 5, and if you do bluff, make sure to put them all in because they don't want to bust the tournament. Because for a lot of people, it's like a milestone tournament. It's like a bucket list thing, right? People play it as a bucket list thing. So if you want to bluff, then make sure you put them in for their life. Don't and if you have value, don't put them in for your life. Leave them a little bit of bus fare, you know? Leave them a bus fare, and yeah, that's the tip.
Great tip. Thank you so much. Cheers. Behind the scenes here, recording some spicy content, these guys. The sickest poker story. It's a really great format from Helgi. We've also recorded one today. I shared my sickest poker story, which was massive fun. So you can also check it out. Alright guys, I'm here with the true legend of the game, Helgi. Helgi, what is your tip to do well at the WSOP main event?
My tip to do well actually is to not underestimate the preparation, like physical preparation, you know, because like once you play poker for years, if you study the night before, it's kind of useless, you know. It doesn't matter. What matters is like to rest really well and prepare and eat well and go to gym and take care of your like mental condition for the last few days. It's much more important than just playing some more poker or practicing a bit more the day before.
So be fit.
Yeah, be fit and be mentally fit and take care of the preparation. Yeah.
You heard it. I'm preaching that for years. Thank you, Helgi.
Thank you.
And my tip would be to make crazy good folds on boards where your opponents cannot or have very little natural bluffs. An example would be you open raise from the hijack, you face a 3-bet, you call, and you have hands like pocket 8s, pocket 9s, pocket 10s, and you have a low board, let's say 7-4 deuce. Of course, we're going to be calling one c-bet but let's say there's another low card, or even you hit a 10 and you have pocket 9s, pocket 8s, like your overpair still being decently strong on such texture, and you face another second barrel and you play, let's say, 75 big blinds effectively. Now, a lot of people don't understand the amount of unnatural bluff it requires for your opponent to fire a second bullet to make it profitable to call with hands like pocket 8s, pocket 9s, unless you hit your set, obviously. But typically, these are the boards where against second barrel, you want to be smart. You want to understand that your opponents are not finding these natural bluffs and make really good laydowns and save money. Very often, they're going to be sitting on aces, kings, queens, and they're not going to be second barreling ace kings or ace queens. That would really help to make these calls, because very often they would also then check back the river. But to give you a better picture of these kind of spots that will really save you a lot of money, I give it over to our partner, Two Card Confidence, who's going to give you a much deeper elaboration.
According to theory, the cutoff would 3-bet and c-bet a lot of offsuited face cards and suited middling cards. On a turn like this, the solver would then basically always bluff barrel these jack and 10x off and 9x suited hands. Here, pocket 9s are already only a 1 big blind calling hand. But if we assume our opponent might not always barrel these bluffs, we can have a look how our approach changes. Not even considering that they might not even 3-bet these hands in the first place, we don't even have to assume they would never find these bluffs on the turn, but only have them barrel half as often as the solver would, which would still mean they are bluffing in 20% of the time. And now, these hands already become pure folds for us. And on the flip side, since this would mean they'd be more value heavy than they should, we would just want to value jam our nut hands, since we don't gain as much from letting him bluff off.